these things. If you're unfamiliar with this, this is a treasure. If you are familiar with it, tell all your friends and neighbors. Great holiday gift as well. Okay? The last big time. It was a hot, humid stretch in July 1956. Ringling Brothers Barton and Bailey Circus was coming to St. Paul. I really wanted to go. My parents frowned on the idea. My mother was worried about fire. In the late 1940s, several people had been killed in a circus tent fire. My father was less concerned, but he said he couldn't get off of work to take me. The circus usually set up behind the old Crown Ballroom off University Avenue, next to Lexington Park, home of the American Association St. Paul Saints. We lived on Lincoln and Syndicate, only about a mile from the site. I told my parents I could ride my bike, and they agreed, but I had to find a friend to go along, and we had to attend the daytime matinee performance. I recruited Larry Moravsky. On the big day, Mother packed lunches and off we went. We pedaled past the fortress of Old Central High School to the circus site, where we expected to see tents, booths, lots of people. Instead, there were just some kids milling about and a few old guys smoking cigars and scratching their heads. The circus was late. As this news soaked in, the circus train was slowly backing down the rail spur that ran through the midway from the Milwaukee Road main line. Word spread that the matinee performance scheduled for 1 o'clock would be canceled. The circus people hoped they could set up in time for the evening show. Suddenly there was a big commotion. All the kids began running. Larry and I dropped our bikes, no locks needed then, our lunches, and we ran after them. We found ourselves in a line of pushing and shoving kids. They said we could get free circus tickets to that night's performance if we helped set up the circus. Help! This was a boy's dream come true. Soon we were pulling on ropes and opening boxcar doors and unloading wagons. We stretched the canvas. A small tractor buzzed back and forth. It was just like in the movies. Elephants pulled on ropes to raise the big top. It was dusty, and I remember sweat stinging my eyes and running down my back. Lori and I were assigned to a crew setting up benches and bleachers that were rolled under the big top, row after row, section after section. Some guys yelling at us. At one point, a water wagon circled the 3 circus rings and sprayed water to wet down the dust. And we were in the way, and we got a good soaking. After several hours and a few more odd jobs, including setting up animal pens, the circus was ready. We were ushered into another line and given our general admission tickets, and it was showtime. All our work having lost our lunch bags, and we were starved. So we bought pop and hot dogs and candy with the admission money our parents had given us. It was an exciting, well-choreographed set of performances, mostly happening all at once in all 3 rings. Clowns, contortionists, acrobats, animal acts, lions, a bear that danced on a ball, horses circling the ring while beautiful, almost naked girls stood on their backs. We left the big top and realized it was dark. We were filthy. We were enthralled, but our parents had sent us to a matinee performance. Only then did we remember that. They had probably expected us for dinner. We found our bikes, pedaled quickly home to the punishment that surely awaited us. By the time we got home, my mother was hysterical. My dad was just playing mad. I got the strap that night. But it was definitely worth it, especially when it was announced that from now on, Barnum and Bailey would no longer perform under canvas tents, but only in indoor arenas. I knew then that Larry and I had taken part in history.